Okay, this is day 9 of the 2 sourdough starters. This one is the whey. Looks pretty active, has a lot of bubbles today. This one is the water, not so active, doesn't have any bubbles. Well, it does, it's just not as many. You can't see them as well. So we're just going to do our regular feeding. I'm not discarding. So they're just going to get the 10 bread, the 10 wheat, and then the 20 liquid of whichever one I'm doing. Actually, let's do the water one first. Let's do the water first. And then that should put enough in there to where I could set the band so that we can see if it grows any or not. Hopefully it will. So let's turn the scale on. Okay, we're going to do 10 bread flour. There's that. 10 wheat. Try not to go over. Oh, come on. There we go. Mercy, that took a bit. And then 20 water. Okay. Let's mix it up. Okay, so as you can see, this one is a little thinner. So it runs off. Just want you to see what it looks like. I'm going to try to get the sides a little clean. So hopefully we can see when it rises and how much it rises. Try not to make a whole mess of the jar, but you know, sometimes you just can't help it. Well, shoot. Get in there. Okay, good enough. I don't try for perfection. So that's what we're looking at. Looks a little thin. So we might have to do a dry feeding on it later. Oops, let me wipe that rim off. Don't want my cloth sticking to it. Now my house, it gets a little dry and it'll get a crust on the top. So when I put the top on, I actually put the lid back on top. It keeps so much air from getting in, but it still is loose enough to release, to let the gases release. Trying to get this band as close as possible so that it doesn't fall off. So we're gonna go with about right like that. And then we'll come back tomorrow and see what this one looks like. So now let's do the whey. Get this a little closer. I knew that was going to go over. I didn't want to put that back in my jar in case it got into the liquid or something. I'm not trying to do that. Okay. There we go. And then I might be able to pour this in without making too much of a mess. Let's try. I'm afraid my dog's going to start barking because the other dogs are outside barking. Okay, so that was right 120. Oh, I did pretty good. I didn't go over and I didn't make a mess. Alright, so this one is real thick and harder to mix together. Mercy. Sorry, a lot of noise there. Yeah, this one's like a thick ball on the bottom here. See? It's like a thick ball in there. It's really hard to mix together. I could probably take this out and play with it like it was a dough ball. It's real thick. Okay. See, it doesn't come up on the... It's just real thick. It's real hard to get out of there. So, see, there's not much on there. It's just super thick, so hard to get out. So the whey doesn't add as much moisture to a flour as like the water does. But that's what it looks like. It's very thick. And see, it sits down lower in the jar, so I don't know if that band's gonna stay on there or not. But we're gonna give it a try and see. I don't have to clean off the top. It's not as runny. So here's the two. And that's what we're working with. So come back tomorrow, see how much they've risen, and give them a good feed.